CW Iowa Live.
Good morning. Ladies are taking over the set here today. Jackie, Michelle, and Sheree Clark, who is back live in studio with us.
I honest to God, I love you more than kombucha. But I love this, and I love that you've brought vodka to go with it. That makes it even better.
So the topic today, if you haven't heard us talk about it already, is kombucha. So what are we talking about, Sheree Clark? Because some people might know what you're talking about. Other people might go, huh?
Exactly. Well, like everybody, we've all had our first experience with kombucha.
Is that the right way to say it?
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
And most of us remember our first time with kombucha because the first time that you taste it, for me anyway, I thought it was going to be like a soda. Because I bought
because there's variations that very much look like a soda.
Right. So I took it and I took a sip, and it was very much not a soda. It's delicious, but if you're expecting something sweet, you're not going to get that.
You're not going to get that.
Typically, depending on the brand that you buy. So my life in kombucha includes going from different brands to starting to branch out, and I want to talk about that a little bit today.
Okay.
And I know you are an old hand at kombucha, and actually you have been part and parcel of me going down this journey because you're always encouraging me to DIY.
That's right.
It's some things we're not meant to DIY, but kombucha is a harmless, I think that's a good one to play around with.
First of all, why should we be trying this? Why should we be drinking kombucha?
Well, it's really good. First of all, the bacteria is the first thing that most people talk about. Bacteria in a good way.
Okay.
So gut bacteria, it's good for gut health. It does everything from, there's all kinds of claims, but the ones that I believe in, that I have actually witnessed, if you're trying to get off of caffeine, it's extremely beneficial to that. So we're using it as a coffee replacement.
Okay.
It's reputed to help with things like vision and skin health, like things like eczema.
Okay.
I just find it makes me feel good. I think it's an energizer. It's a pick-me-up in the afternoon.
Definitely. Really?
Yes. Instead of an afternoon cup of something, you need the caffeine.
Yeah.
Do that instead. You'll be really amazed.
Instead of like the 5 hour or the, whatever that you might have to give you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to give you the 5 hour.
5 hour.
But
it'll give you that little
It won't give you the crash.
Because we all have that around 3 o'clock. Come on, let's face it. So how much do we need to drink in order to get that effect?
It depends on you and your size. And what I would do would be to monitor it as you go. I would start in small doses, like 2 ounces. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach would be a really good place to start.
Okay.
And then the thing that makes it better is instead of guzzling a half gallon in one sitting, space it out over the day so that you're having it in little doses. So have a little bit in the morning, have some for lunch, and have some in the evening. I find it makes a replacement, even though I brought vodka, for a cocktail. And we're going to talk about how it also makes a mixer.
Okay.
So it's a very versatile type of thing. So one of the things I want to talk to you about is it's got an Iowa connection too.
Really?
Yes. So I brought 3 different brands that are all made right here in Iowa. And the first one you're going to be able to find in the store. And I also brought you samples of some to try.
Oh, well, thank
you.
you.
The first one is Shakti. And this is what Shakti looks like in the store. It comes in a bottle, obviously, and so it's shelf stable. These are just a couple of the different brands. This one, or a couple of different flavors. This one is Grape Escape. I opened up for you to try Mango Tango, and that would be the lighter colored one.
Lighter colored one here.
What I like about the flavored
Tango.
ones is they have that whole fruity taste. It's kind of celebratory to me. Some of them have a little bit more carbonation than others. I really like the flow of that one.
Even though you tell me it's not going to be on the sweeter side, I think it still catches you because our eyes, everything plays into what we're ingesting. So I'm still like, oh, a little juice. Whoa, that's not juice.
Yeah, bingo, exactly.
And I find I'm not a real fan of the ones that are made with stevia.
Yeah, exactly. Because stevia has somewhat of a back taste. So yeah, and here's the good thing. The reason why we DIY it is you can make it to your own flavor and taste. You can balance and do all different kinds of things. This second one here is really going to be interesting to you. It looks like a kind of a lavender kind of a color.
This guy?
Yep. This one comes in a plain can, not because I bootlegged it. I actually have a label for it. I bought it at Gateway Market here in Des Moines, and this is what the label looks like that was on it. It's from a company called Agri-cultured out of Iowa City, and this comes from a tapper. So when I go into Gateway, I tell them what I want. This one, the flavor on this is beet.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm completely serious.
Beets and kombucha.
beet kombucha. So we are not fooling around here. So what they do is they'll put it in.
Well, that's a powerful flavor.
It is a very, yes. And this one has.
That one's nice.
I really like it.
That's nice.
It's got a, alcohol by volume is 1%. So that is part of the reason why they label it. Part of the and they also give it to me in a sealed container when I go and buy it there.
Which is good to know that that's an option.
Yes, it's a very good option. Now this one is Agri-cultured, and this one is probably one of the ones you've seen more in the metro area than any others. They appear at farmers markets, and they do a lot of different in-person types of things. They also sell it on tap at Hy-Vee and at Campbell's. So this
which is new. I mean, before we were limited on the
Yes.
selection that we had for kombucha. Now you can get it on tap. You can. I mean, it's really, really growing.
It's huge. It's become a huge thing, and a big part of that is because there are so many now home brewers.
Okay.
So the reason I brought you that is the ugly looking thing.
Oh.
You can try, you can taste the kombuchas, but I'll talk about the ugly thing in front of you, the big
This
one,
thing.
the thing that Michelle likes more than me.
You're never.
I'm not gonna.
never,
I will redeem myself on that one. I know.
Yes, you
I'm
will.
gonna work hard.
so
this guy, what are we talking about
that's
here?
my first batch of kombucha, and I want it because I'm telling you about my life in kombucha. I want to share with you how this came to be. So I bought this book.
Okay. The big book
The big
of kombucha.
book of kombucha. This even has an Iowa connection. The author has lived in Iowa. Actually, she's a Midwestern girl. She's also spent some time in Illinois, but we'll forgive her. And now she lives in California, but her name is Hannah Crum, and I bought her book, and I spoke with her, and she coached me through my first batch, which is that one. So here's the thing. When she also has a company called Kombucha Camp, so she sent me this fabulous bag. It came with a kit. I got some tea. You'll love the smell of that one. She sent me some sugar. She sent me some flavoring and instructions. Everything can't go wrong. The only thing she didn't send me was the jar. I put it in there. You're supposed to put it in a place out of the way, out of sunlight.
Right.
I did all that. And then she says, just forget about it for 7 days and then taste it. I forgot about it. Forgot about it. And then I forgot about it a little bit more. And so it's been around for 6 weeks, and I rediscovered it and was like, ah! And so I thought, oh hell, I've ruined it, and I was going to come on and tell and look like the expert here. And I was like, I'll have to cancel. I'll have to, not be on the segment. So I look up common brewing mistakes. Let it brew alone for months, now what? There are fixes, so I'm going to fix it. But for right now, it's actually turning into kind of a vinegar. So I can make a salad dressing with it. I can use it to clean things.
Yeah, and some, I know, there's some of the different flavor combos. I don't mind that more vinegar
Very
taste
tart.
to it. Yeah.
Right,
So,
which is kind of the acquired taste.
So really quickly, what exactly is this? Like, what did we do to create
so
this feast?
skeptical.
in here?
fermented tea.
It's basically fermented tea.
Yes, I brewed the tea, and then I let it cool a little bit, added the sugar, added some water without chlorine in it. I added the SCOBY, which is that thing
Is
that
that what
looks
this
like
floating thing is?
Yep, it looks kind of like a grease patch or something.
Yeah.
And the SCOBY comes with liquid. You put all that in there, and then literally set it and forget it. I put the top on there so that the fruit flies wouldn't come in,
Right.
and it wouldn't get any bacteria. I put a little belt that kept it warm uniformly, and then I put it out of the way of the sun. And
that's it.
Just write yourself a note
That you need to check on it every once in a while.
But I'm excited. So I brought you a straw. If you could take that top off and go
Out of this?
underneath. Yeah, you could do that if you wanted to.
I don't know if I have the
Did
courage.
she recommend like which
you wanna try
which
it?
teas are best to use? I know because when I played around with my first batch, I used an herbal
Man, that's
tea,
strong.
which
Right.
they say you are not to use.
Yeah,
know
you're
if I
supposed
have
to
any
use
strong.
caffeine.
But it was lovely to drink. In the end, it wasn't done exactly how you're supposed to
What
do
is
it.
this
but I
going to do
still
for
was-
me? What are my health benefits?
Go underneath go underneath there, and you want to know your health benefits before you take a dip, don't you?
Why am I drinking this?
She'll do anything.
I know.
I will.
I'll bring some really nasty
Well,
stuff
keep in
next
mind it
time.
hasn't been fixed yet.
That's not bad.
It's not
I was
bad.
expecting the worst. It's not that bad.
Right, yeah.
I drink apple cider vinegar for my throat, which is very good for it. It reminds me very
Exactly.
similar
It's
to that.
no worse than that. And it's really not bad. And if you don't like it, you can cut it with water and it'll be delicious. Which reminds me, speaking of cutting things, I cut you this in the dotted glass.
Yes.
I cut you some mango tango with a little splash of San Pellegrino and a little dash of organic, of course, vodka.
Oh.
So you can use this as a mixer. And it's perfectly
For a
lovely
beverage.
doing that as a beverage. And also, don't forget, like I said, you can also use it. It's home cleaning supplies. That I might let that go even a little bit longer. Have it be more vinegary.
Right.
I've read where I can make it into face kinds of preparations, and I have had a sunburn, so my skin is peeling a little. I'm kind of excited to try that. You can turn the scobies into fruit leathers. I've even read that the scobies you can use to make jewelry, like earrings, that you can dry them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and they probably get like a
run the
Leathery,
gamut.
Yeah, so I'm coming over to your place, and we're going to
okay,
experiment.
all right,
A little
I'm
more
all over-
DIY.
I'm all over
Okay,
that.
They're friends again, and
you can fine tune my
get
kombucha
artistic
making.
with kombucha. And
make
cheers
some
to
jewelry.
you all, and thank you for coming in, Sheree. If people want to follow along, learn more, because you're all teaching us something brand new today, at least for me. If people want more knowledge on this, or maybe where to get a great book like that, how can they follow along?
Well, the first place you're going to go is my website is fork-road.com, and then you're going to sign up to be on my email list. Because
Okay.
listen to this. In May, I do that annual interview series.
Yeah.
It's coming up, and I'm interviewing
Her.
the author of the book.
beautiful.
And she is going to be, she's fabulous. We've already had our interview. She's phenomenal. So that's why I'm
Okay.
claiming her as an Iowan. Dang it.
Yay!
Illinois, California, you're gone.
Well, cheers to you. Great to see you
Yes,
back in
thank
studio
you.
with us
Yes.
this
Cheers to
morning.
you.
Enjoy a tasty beverage that helps you out health-wise as well in the form of kombucha. All right.